Welcome to 20 things you didn't know 5 minutes ago.
Number 1.
Can you imagine a war where the weapons aren't bullets or stones, but cow dung? This actually happens in India during a festival called the Pidakala War. It's a Hindu tradition where hundreds of people throw cow dung at each other as a symbol of purification and good luck. The festival takes place in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and it's believed to strengthen community bonds and attract blessings. As strange as it may seem, for many people this is a sacred act filled with spiritual energy and cultural meaning. So now you know, in India, even a war can be seen as a symbol of unity and good fortune.
Number 2.
Did you know that the iconic theme song of El Chavo del Ocho actually comes from classical music? Many people believe it was created specifically for the show, but its melody is based on a composition by Ludwig van Beethoven known as the Turkish March. The version we all recognize today isn't the original one. It was adapted by French musician Jean-Jacques Perret, who turned it into an electronic piece called The Elephant Never Forgets. Years later, Roberto Gómez Bolaños chose it as the main theme for El Chavo del Ocho, without realizing it would become one of the most recognizable melodies in all of Latin America. But here's the surprising part. For decades, the song was used without authorization in El Chavo del Ocho and other Chespirito shows. In 2010, Jean-Jacques Perret's heirs sued Televisa for unauthorized use of the music. Eventually, the case was settled out of court, with Televisa acknowledging the improper use and paying financial compensation to the composer's heirs.
Number 3.
Did you know the largest museum in the world, dedicated to a single civilization, has just opened right next to the pyramids? It's the Grand Egyptian Museum, GEM, in Cairo, inaugurated on November 1st, 2025, and opened to the public on November 4th. Oh, explore! The museum is located next to the famous Giza pyramids and houses over 100,000 artifacts, including, for the first time ever, the complete collection of Tutankhamun in one place, more than 5,000 pieces. At the entrance, visitors are welcomed by a massive 80-ton statue of Ramses II. The building was designed to maximize natural light, use local materials, and conserve water and energy. A museum of the past, built for the future. Ancient Egypt is no longer hidden. It's here, massive, modern, and glorious, ready for you to explore.
Number 5.
Did you know there's a floating neighborhood built entirely on water, and it's so dangerous that even the police avoid entering it? It's called Makoko, and it's located in Lagos, Nigeria. This community is made up of wooden houses built on stilts, where thousands of people live without access to clean water, electricity, or basic services. The water is so polluted that it's used for bathing, cooking, and fishing. The area is also controlled by gangs and local pirates, making it one of the most dangerous and forgotten places on Earth. A neighborhood that floats on water, yet sinks deeper every day into poverty, fear, and survival.
Number 5.
Did you know the largest cylindrical aquarium in the world suddenly exploded inside a hotel? It was called Aquadome, located in Berlin, Germany. The aquarium was 16 meters tall and held over 1 million liters of water, with around 1,500 tropical fish swimming inside. Its most impressive feature was a transparent elevator that allowed visitors to ride through the center of the tank. In December 2022, a structural failure caused the aquarium to burst completely, releasing massive amounts of water that flooded the hotel and nearby streets. Fortunately, most people were unharmed, but sadly, nearly all of the fish died. An aquarium that once amazed the world.
Number 6.
Have you ever wondered how a submarine, weighing hundreds of tons, can sink and then rise back to the surface so easily? The secret lies in its ballast tanks. These tanks are located along the outer hull, mainly at the front, bow, and rear, stern, and sometimes on the sides to maintain balance. When the submarine wants to dive, the tanks fill with seawater, increasing its weight and causing it to sink. When it needs to surface, the water is expelled and replaced with compressed air, making the submarine lighter so it can rise again. It's a perfect combination of physics and precision, all controlled from inside by the submarine's engineers. That's how a massive steel machine defies gravity and moves beneath the ocean, as if the sea were its second home.
Number 7.
Did you know radiation is being used to save rhinos from illegal trafficking? It sounds crazy, but it's real. It's called the Rhisotope Project. Rhino horns are injected with radioactive isotopes. This doesn't harm the animals, but it allows the horns to be detected instantly at airports and ports using radiation scanners. The project was developed by the University of Witwatersrand in South Africa, with support from the International Atomic Energy Agency. Its goal is to make horn trafficking nearly impossible, since any attempt would be immediately exposed, using radiation not to destroy, but to protect a species on the brink of extinction. Number 8. Would you dare to break a piece of glass knowing there's $3 million in cash behind it? In 2005, 3M launched an epic advertising campaign in Vancouver. They placed $3 million in cash inside a reinforced glass display protected by the security film. Only the front bills were real. The challenge was simple. If anyone could break the glass, they could keep the money. Thousands tried, punching, kicking, even using tools. But no one succeeded. It became one of the most iconic and viral advertising campaigns ever. Because sometimes, the best advertising isn't explained. It's proven. Number 9. Did you know there's an animal with a pig-like snout, a lizard-like tongue, and teeth that never stop growing? That animal is the aardvark, a strange African creature so unique that it has no close living relatives. It's the only member of its own order, Tubulidentata. Even though it looks similar to an anteater, it's actually more closely related to elephants and manatees. It has a sticky tongue that can reach up to 30 centimeters long, perfect for catching ants and termites, and it can close its nostrils to avoid breathing in dust while digging. But the strangest part is its teeth. They have no enamel and grow continuously, something almost unheard of among mammals. It's nocturnal, digs massive tunnels, and has incredibly sharp hearing that allows it to detect insects underground. A true living fossil that looks like something nature invented just for fun. But yes, it's real. Number 10. Did you know there are rabbits that live in the ocean? Well, they're not actually rabbits, but sea slugs known as sea bunnies or Joruna parva. These tiny creatures, barely 2 centimeters long, became famous for their adorable appearance. They have 2 antenna-like structures on their heads called rhinophores that look like little ears and rear gills that resemble a bunny's tail. They live in the Indo-Pacific Ocean and their bodies are covered in small bumps that make them look fuzzy. But don't be fooled by their cuteness. They're toxic predators that feed on sea sponges and small crustaceans. Even more fascinating, scientists discovered that the color of these sea bunnies can change depending on the type of sponge they eat. They literally change color based on their diet. It's time to support the channel. Leave your like, comment, and subscribe. Now, let's continue. Number 11. Did you know Japanese police still use a tool inspired by samurai weapons? It's called a sasumata, and even though it sounds ancient, it's very real and still used today. Originally, it was a weapon used by samurai to capture criminals without killing them. Today, Japanese police have modernized it using lightweight materials and padded blunt tips to prevent injuries. The sasumata is used to restrain suspects from a safe distance and is also employed by riot police for non-lethal crowd control. A perfect example of how Japan blends tradition and technology, even in law enforcement. Number 12. Did you know there's a smartphone so advanced it feels like it came straight from the future? Meet the Vivo X300 Pro, a device that's redefining what a high-end smartphone really means. Imagine a phone capable of capturing the night sky with telescope-like clarity, thanks to its 200-megapixel periscope camera. Yes, you can photograph the moon, record in 8K, and zoom in without losing detail. Its curved AMOLED display is so sharp it feels like a window to the world. Perfect for gamers, movie lovers, and content creators. And the best part? The X300 Pro is resistant to water, dust, and even accidental drops. Its ultra-fast battery can charge in just minutes. It also includes features like air gesture controls, real-time AI translation, and an astronomy mode for stargazers. Priced around $1,200, it comes with a magnetic case, a super-fast charger, and earbuds that rival AirPods. In short, the Vivo X300 Pro isn't just a phone, it's a piece of engineering built for people who want the absolute best. A device so powerful it makes you feel like the future has already arrived and fits right in your hand. Number 13. It looks like a mountain straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it's real. This is Devil's Tower, one of the most mysterious natural monuments in the United States. Located in Wyoming, it formed around 50 million years ago. It's a massive column of volcanic rock that rises more than 260 meters above the ground, with walls so smooth they look carved by humans. But its shape and name are surrounded by legends. For Native American tribes, it's a sacred site. According to an ancient story, young girls were chased by giant bears, and the gods caused the rock to rise beneath them to save their lives. The vertical grooves are said to be the claw marks left by the bears as they tried to climb it. Geologically, scientists believe it formed when molten magma cooled slowly underground, creating its famous hexagonal columns. Today, it's a national monument and one of the most mysterious places on Earth. Do you think its perfect shape was created purely by nature or something else?
Number 14.
Did you know there's a technique so powerful it's bringing deserts back to life? It's called the half-moon technique, also known as Earth Smiles. It's an incredibly simple but effective way to restore dry, degraded ecosystems. The method involves digging small semicircular pits in the ground that trap rainwater and retain moisture, allowing vegetation to grow again. This technique is being used in arid regions of Africa, where local tribes are restoring land once thought completely lost. Areas that are home to more than 60% of the region's wildlife. In the middle of the desert, the earth smiles and life returns. Number 15. Did you know the largest amethyst in the world isn't in a museum, but was discovered underground in Uruguay? It's called the Empress of Uruguay, a giant amethyst geode discovered in 2007. It stands 3.27 meters tall, weighs 2.5 tons, and its interior is completely covered in deep purple crystals that look like something out of a fantasy world. It was found by miners in the Artigas region, an area famous for its gemstones, and today it's considered a one-of-a-kind natural treasure. Its size and perfection are so impressive that many people call it the Queen of Amethysts, treasure hidden for millions of years, finally revealing the purple heart of the earth. Number 16. At first glance, it looks like just a giant sphere. But inside, things happen that very few people would ever imagine. It's called the Sphere, and it's the largest spherical building in the world. It was created to become the new icon of entertainment, with an exterior LED screen covering over 54,000 square meters, visible from almost anywhere in the city. But what's truly mind-blowing is inside. It features a 16K wraparound screen and a sound system so advanced that each seat can hear something different at the same time, without headphones. That means you could be watching a movie in Spanish, while the person next to you hears it in English, at the exact same time and with no interference. The Sphere was built to host concerts, screenings, and immersive experiences that literally make you feel like you're inside the show. The Las Vegas Sphere isn't just a building, it's the future of entertainment made real. Number 17. Did you know that orange pumpkins weren't always the symbol of Halloween? The origins of Halloween come from an ancient Celtic festival called Samhain, celebrated over 2,000 years ago in Ireland to mark the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter, a time they believed connected the world of the living with the world of the dead. Back then, people didn't use pumpkins. Instead, they carved turnips and beets with faces to scare away evil spirits. But when Irish immigrants arrived in the United States, they discovered that pumpkins were bigger, easier to carve, and far more abundant, so they started using them instead. And that's how the orange pumpkin became the most iconic symbol of Halloween, a tradition that today generates billions of dollars in costumes, candy, and decorations. Did you know it all started with a turnip? Number 18. Did you know there are places in the world where the sun never sets and daytime lasts 24 hours straight? This happens in regions within the Arctic Circle during summer, in a phenomenon known as the midnight sun. In places like Norway, Finland, Sweden, Russia, Greenland, Canada, and Alaska, the sun stays visible all day long, even at midnight. People can go for walks, exercise, or even go fishing at 2 a.m. under full sunlight. But what's even more incredible is that during winter, the opposite happens. Some areas can go months without seeing the sun at all, living in complete darkness. Imagine living where the day never ends. Would you enjoy 24 hours of sunlight, or would you rather experience eternal night? Number 19. It looks like a movie character, but it's real. This monkey has golden fur, lives in the snow, and has a completely blue face. It's called the golden snub-nosed monkey, Rhinopithecus roxellana, and it lives in the snowy mountains of China at altitudes over 3,000 meters. What's most surprising is its blue skin, which isn't caused by pigments, but by the way light reflects off layers of collagen in its skin, the same optical effect that makes the sky appear blue. Its golden fur and tiny nose help it survive extreme cold, and it lives in large groups of up to 600 monkeys. Sadly, despite its beauty, it's endangered due to deforestation and illegal hunting, an animal so strange and beautiful that it feels out of this world. Did you ever imagine a monkey with a blue face actually existed? Number 20. It looks like a giant worm, but it's actually a pink lizard with only 2 legs that lives underground in Mexico. Its name is Bipes biporus, better known as the Mexican mole lizard, and it's one of the strangest creatures on Earth. Although it may look like a snake or a worm at first glance, it actually belongs to the lizard family. What makes it truly unique is that it has only 2 front legs, which it uses to dig tunnels underground in search of food. It lives in northwestern Mexico, measures between 15 and 25 centimeters, and has pale pink skin since it spends almost its entire life beneath the surface. It's not venomous or dangerous, and it feeds on insects, worms, larvae, and other small underground animals. It also has the incredible ability to regrow its tail if it loses it. Despite its strange appearance, it can live 10 to 20 years in the wild, and it usually comes to the surface only after heavy rainfall. A creature so mysterious and unique that it feels straight out of a sci-fi movie. Did you know Mexico is home to a lizard with only 2 legs? If this video surprised you, wait until you see the others I've got here. They're going to blow your mind. Hit like, tell me in the comments what impacted you the most, and don't leave without watching the next video. See you there.